All right, so it's been so ungodly cold in my area, literally in single digits. So we're back here for another news segment because more and more news keeps rolling out in regards to high-speed e-bike bans. Yes. Now Oregon is going to be doing one, and we're going to see what is going to be going into effect and what possibly could be the next state. We can speculate in the comments below as we get through this, but first, let's hear their thoughts.
Let's dive right into the deep end. A new bill would put the brakes on high-speed e-bikes in Oregon. The bill applies to Class 3 electric-assisted bikes, which can reach to speeds up to 28 miles an hour. The bill would essentially ban them from multi-use paths, so that's sidewalks, bicycle lanes, or bike paths. We talked to the state senator behind the bill about what he hopes it accomplishes and the feedback he's gotten so far.
The reason the bill is being brought forward is really for safety and multi-use of paths by people on different modes, from pedestrian, joggers, bikers, and also and with youth and such. The concern, from my perspective, is that we want to make certain all of these paths and trails are safe for all, that people can use them with respect for each other. And unfortunately, there are a number of situations that have occurred where individuals that are on full throttle e-bikes are not really being respectful to others in the sense of the speed they're riding on these paths, and either near misses or actual accidents that have occurred. And so what we're attempting to do is basically start a dialogue of opening up as to what, if any, limits, additional limits.
You hear that? Starting a dialogue. That's usually how it starts, though. Okay, so like we talked about this with California with their ban on throttles and kind of attacking the 750 watt realm of things when it comes to electric bikes. Not sure if that's really going to affect the scooter market. I haven't really been able to see anything in the legislation, in the bills, to be able to specifically call out the scooter market, which I'm going to try to dive a bit more into that in a later video. But that language right there is opening the dialogue, which means he's trying to open the conversation for more and more people to talk about it, have disagreements about it, more and more people to basically jump on his side, or their side for that matter.
Placed on different type of modes of transportation on those multi-use paths specifically. I cycle a lot. I do in Eugene, and I use many of the paths on our way out to get out onto roads and do road riding. And there have been times when I've visually seen people actually have the near miss. I've had other anecdotal stories told to me of where there have been actual accidents of collisions. And again, in many of these cases, from my years of riding, and it appears that many individuals that are using full throttle e-bikes are just not either conscious or respectful as to the situation they are creating by.
Let me ask you guys something. From my experience, the people that are using full throttle e-bikes are one of two people. Either you're riding a surron, Telaria, or some type of e-moto style bike, which is full throttle, no cranks on it, usually no cranks. And you have the other people that are riding, they're just recreational, you know, they're campers riding on the throttle, maybe a little bit overweight, but they want to be out in the elements, so they're riding and using the throttle. I usually find that those people are pretty respectful on the trail. Maybe they don't know to use verbal signals because a lot of people on the trails jog and stuff with their headphones on. That's just from my experience. Let me know what your experiences are in the comment section below. Those are the only two occurrences that I noticed where people were just mainly throttle only.
Driving those type of vehicles that are at excessive rates of speed, and also not giving any verbal signaling as they are passing others on those paths. Once the bill came public, I'm starting to have a lot of email coming in with people having some concerns as to how the bill is currently drafted. And we will be working through that. I have not had any conversations directly with the Department of Transportation.
If you guys live in Oregon, any of you, please comment below. Reach out to them. Be one of those people that are voicing your concern, because without your voice, this will go through. That's the thing. You got to get a group of people up. You got to show yourself in numbers in order to make yourself known, make the community known. So if you live in Oregon, definitely comment below. Maybe I can help you out. Maybe we can put together a video, some type of collaboration to kind of make it more known.
As to any aspects that they have had I've also had individuals say thank you for bringing this issue forward because of their lived experiences in similar situations that I've described. My focus on this is the e-bikes that are full throttle as compared to ones that are known as rider assist. If it's a full throttle non-assist vehicle, I would question why it should even be on one.
Full throttle non-assist. Full throttle non-assist. So that would be like a Surron or a Talaria or an e-moto. There is no assistance at all, like not even the chance of an assistance. But if you do have a bike that has pedal assist, whether it be a cadence or a torque sensor, sometimes they have a throttle, which it doesn't mean that it's full throttle. It means that you have the option to have throttle assist when you are pedaling. So maybe they don't have the language right in this legislation yet. So this is why I'm saying we got to get ahead of this. He's trying to bring the topic of conversation up to get more people talking about it, to get more people on their side, to have more voices, I guess, basically supporting the bill that he wants to put through.
Paths, that it would in fact be one that should be operate on the roadway, just like any other type of full throttle vehicles. So that would be potentially a moped or a motorcycle.
I mean, mopeds are
that it could,
dangerous to have on the highway.
Attuned to, but the bill itself, and it's not my goal to require additional licensing, insurance, anything to that effect.
Not yet.
I think that would be something that would have to come through some other process. The intent of this bill is basically for safety and ensuring that certain riding apparatuses may not be appropriate for certain parts of the roads or paths that are being utilized by other users of those paths, such as pedestrians.
The bill is now in Senate committee. You can read the full text of the bill online. Just go to the story on ka2.com/ArcPDX. And the story is a lot of you talking. Username Bill from Oregon writes in part, actually a law that makes some sense. A bike with a motor is not a bike. It is a motorcycle. Motorcycles already cannot travel on sidewalks and in bike lanes. Username Javier S. writes, is it the bike or is it the rider? Maybe just limit speeds and enforce it instead of getting into the weeds
exactly.
trying to ban a Class 3 e-bike.
Boom.
Who even knows what that is? And username Cliff Clavin 49 writes, just another law that will not be enforced. Let us know what you think. Just go to this story on our website.
Exactly. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. I want to pull up this other story in same relation, Oregon bikes, when they're going to be banning Class 3. But I wanted to scroll down. I'm going to link this article and the other one in the description below for you to be able to check out. You can go into the links that they provide to be able to check out the bill as well. I want to scroll down here to their stats I saw, which was right here. It says, according to the data provided in 2022, they saw 2 fatal e-bike accidents. 2. And 83 non-fatal e-bike crashes. A majority of 71 of those crashes occurred during the day and 56 occurred during intersections, right? Meanwhile, primarily, data in 2023 shows a decrease in e-bike crashes with 1 fatal crash and 55 non-fatal crashes according to them. Now, the stats always matter with this too, because they're always trying to put through bans like this as like a scare tactic. Somebody gets hit, somebody gets killed. It's unfortunate. There's been plenty of times where I've seen accidents where people have been hit by cars while they're riding their e-bike. Yet they're not by any means enforcing those laws where people are giving the right of way to cyclists. You know, they're just like, it happens, wrong place, wrong time. You know, the cyclist wasn't wearing a helmet or whatever it might be. They always try to blame the cyclist. And it is our duty as bike riders to mind our surroundings. Always, you know, don't wear headphones. I know some people like to wear headphones when they're riding. If you wear them, wear only one. You need to really pay attention to your surroundings when you're on the sidewalk, on the road, because cars can sneak up on you, other motorists, runners, whatever it might be. I want to hear your guys' comments in the comment section below and speculate what you guys think the next step is going to be in Oregon or what the next state is that's going to be affected by these laws. So with that being said, if you guys like this video, drop a like. If you love it, hit the subscribe button and I'll catch you in the next one.